What is up, dudes and dudettes? This is Browncoat67 with episode 3 of Do You Wanna Build a Castle? I'm just kidding. I can't really sing. But, as I did say, this is the third episode. So in this one here, we're going to start separating out the lower Bailey from the upper Bailey or the main Bailey. So I'm going to have the ground here first. I'm going to fill it in with the same deep slate bricks that we used for the main build here. I can actually do a lot of this by commands. So I'm just kind of looking in here and I'm thinking that this is going to be ground level for the city. So right now, if I turn my coordinates on, I see that I am at block 93 on my y-axis, which is where you are up and down. That is where my feet are. So the block that I'm standing on is 92. Now, if I want to fill in as much of this as I can, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to fill it up to all the way up against this wall, which on this axis here would be negative 149, negative 150, I think would be where I'm at. And then I'm also going to bring it all the way to 69 this way. And then I'm going to head over here and see about where I get to. So Y92 would take me to about this section over here, I believe. So the furthest I'm really going to get is probably 146, 147, somewhere in there. And the furthest in this direction I'm going to get, following that same area, okay, is going to be over here. And that's going to be at about negative 88, negative 87, somewhere in there. So that's basically all the coordinates that I needed to grab so that I can use a fill command. I'm going to do a fill command from this corner over here, probably to this corner over here, where that line is, again, right there that I just kind of found. So if I do that, we're going to go fill, and my first one, 69, 92, negative 150, and I'm going to take that all the way to 151, and I'm going to drop that down to probably about 82. There's a reason for that. I do plan on building some dungeons down in there. And then this last one I'm going to do negative 100. And so what do I want to build it out of? Like I said, I'm going to go with deep slate brick. And I'm going to make that hollow. And now when I run this, too many blocks. Just a little bit. Alright, apologies, I had to break that up into a couple different fill commands because there's limitations on how many you can do, but basically all I did is I just broke it up into this strip from this corner to about here, all the way down to the end, and then from about this corner over to there, all the way down to the end. So that's all I did. Same concept that I did for the first one, but I did have to split it in half because it was too big. I'm going to have to remember that moving forward. So this is going to be where the lower Bailey is, the lower city. As you come in, this is going to be the section where your commoners would be for businesses, any kind of apartment buildings, anything like that. The next thing I want to do is I want to use another command, but I'm going to build in a raised section here on the inside of the city where the upper city is going to be. Now for this one, I'm going to use stone. And I'm thinking probably somewhere around here, down to this way, and then straight across. So I'm about, what am I at? 110, 113. I'll probably take that to maybe here, negative 133. Yeah. And then I'm going to run that all the way over to probably back here in this corner once I start hitting into the dirt over here. Alright, so for this one, I'm going to do fill on 113, I think I said. And the ground level is about 92. And then I think that z-coordinate was negative 133. And I'm going to run that over to 163, and I'll probably run this up 6 or 7 blocks, maybe 98 and negative 87. And I'm going to do stone, and I'm going to do replace. Alright, perfect. That one was not too big. So this is going to be where I'm going to start to build the upper city. So around here, during this video, I'm going to build a wall that's going to wrap around and kind of separate off the upper city from the lower city down here. I'm also going to work on an entrance to the upper city. And possibly I'm going to add some more stairs and stuff to the outer walls here because we don't have enough access points. So we're going to begin doing that. First things first, I guess I will start with the outer wall. I do want to add some stairs. So, I am going to add some stairing this way. Oops. There we go. And then I'll do the same thing over here. All right, good. Good, I like that. All right, I'm also going to add stairs over here onto the side. I'm going to add a little bit of a bigger platform this time. And we're just going to take it down like this. Then I am going to add one more layer deep on the bottoms. I'm going to switch over to stair brick. Or brick stair, sorry. Wow, I can't talk today. I apologize. It's going to be a terrible video. And then we're going to just slap these on so that you can walk up without having to jump. Now on the bottoms, I'm going to put the stairs inverted, like so. Just to give it a nice, I don't know, I like that clean look. Like that. Alright, so beginning with the walls here for the upper bailey, I'm going to do this a little bit more ornately than I did for the outer wall of the city because the upper bailey is basically going to be the elite monetary and financial leadership hub of the city. This is where everybody with any kind of power is going to be and work. So, of course, they've spent more money on it. Right away, you're going to see this is the black stone bricks, not the deep slate bricks. So I'm going to go ahead and start running these up a little bit here. And I'm going to cover that corner. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, mark. 1, 2, 3, mark. 1, 2, 3, mark. I think you get the idea. And I'm going to run these up. Perfect, just like that. I'm going to switch over to the brick stairs here, and I think 1, 2, 3, on the fourth one, I'm going to start bringing them out like this. I'm going to add some kind of like archway designs here into the wall. And then with that same stair piece, I'm going to come up like this. From here, we're going to put the polished black stone bricks into the sides. So then you're going to go ahead and just fill it in like that with the bricks. And then we're going to be switching over to deep slate stairs. And we're going to start coming off like this. Alright, then we're going to leave a 2-block opening on every one of those above the middle of the archways. But everywhere else, we're going to build up more with those. So what we're building right now, these are the battlements, the outer battlements for the upper bailey. This is going to be the protective wall like we did out here, except for we're not going to have it crenelled. This is going to be covered. What we're doing right now is actually the access point that the archers will have to defend the outer wall. Now the roof that we're going to do on this is going to be, I think I'm going to do... yeah, definitely red nether brick stairs. And then at this point, you would cap this off. And I think that we're going to temporarily put some blocks in here for a sec. Alright. There we go. And that is basically how I'm going to do the wall here around the upper bailey. I'm going to go ahead and work on doing this and kind of speed through like I had been so that we can move on to the next part. All right, there we go. Starting to look pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, everybody. Let me know what you think of the new wall here in the comments below. I know the outer wall was kind of simplistic and basic, but to me, the outer wall that's going to enjoy it the most amount of combat is going to be the one you don't want to be more ornate and fragile. So now, for the entrance to the upper city, the upper bailey, I'm not going to have it lined up with the main entryway here. This is going to be, I think, more the general kind of like business area. I'll probably have the next entrance more over here. Yeah, around the corner. Right here, I think this is going to be a good spot. Alright, there we go. And I'm going to start putting the stairs down on all these. Alright, so that is going to be the stair that I'm going to be using to get into the upper city. You'll notice that I did widen it out on the bottom couple sections. That's because, at least from what I've seen and read, stairways like this can often become areas where people might sit and gather and hang out. Sometimes to catch view of famous or rich people coming in and out of the upper Bailey. But definitely wanted to try and make that reflect that. So now we're going to add a door. Perfect, just like that. I'm going to add 2 sets of double doors, and these will typically remain open, but can be barricaded from the inside in case of attack. Now I'm going to go and start working on the inside of the wall. And now, I'm not going to do a full wall on the inside because the way I lined it up to work with the ground level here for the upper Bailey, but I am going to add in support pillars. And these are going to line up with the windows. Switch over to the stairs. We're going to give it the old 1-2 on these. Slope off these angles for these support columns. I'm going to go ahead and put black stone bricks down on this stone here. And then right above the gate, I'm going to add in just a little bit of a little tactical alcove here on the top. That's cool. Perfect. Now I got a spot for a couple archers that could be right here above the gateway to the upper bailey. I think actually, instead of doing the stone steps on top, or instead of doing the deep slate, I think I might actually switch back to the netherite brick, or nether brick. Alright, we have done it. We have separated off the lower bailey. As you see here, it's going to be the main portion of the city. And the upper bailey, we have beautiful ornate walls around it. I like it. Let me know what you think of everything down in the comment section below. Next video, I think we actually might start filling some of this stuff in. Building some buildings inside. I'm not sure if I want to start with the lower bailey or the upper bailey. I'm really dying to kind of get to that throne room and that great hall, but at the same point in time, building some of the cities down here is really going to help bring this to life quickly. Oh, it's going to be good when we're done. Alright, if you want to keep building this castle, go ahead and click on the next video here. If that's not popping up, then it is not finished yet. So go ahead and click on the subscribe button. That way you'll get notified when it's posted. This is Browncoat67. I had fun. I'll catch you next time.